So, we're both psychic mediums, professionally psychic mediums.
Yes.
And often people will say to you, to me, to anybody that works in this space, well, you're a psychic medium. You must be very spiritual. You must be a very spiritual person. Mm-hmm. And, I find it interesting that people would connect the two. I guess that's what the thought has been for many years, that when you're a medium or psychic, that you're connected to the spiritual world.
Yes, in a very specific way.
In a very specific
Spirituality
way.
In a very specific, I'm going to use the word wooey, or very on the fringe way.
Yes.
And we're here to tell you that our religion or spirituality does not play a part in the service of our information communication channel that we're working with from a psychic medium point of view. We are spiritual, but we don't bring those beliefs in the reading.
So, when we talk about that, there's a thought of, people will say this, and I've heard people say this: I'm very spiritual, but I'm not religious. Mm-hmm. And so they're delineating the two, religion being something that would be a set of rules. There's dogma, there's content that you would follow, that you would believe in a particular set of understandings. Mm-hmm. Right? To me, that's religious. So if you say you're religious, you have a deep faith in a particular expression. Mm-hmm. Thank you. And there's so many. There's so very many. To say you're spiritual, I think just has a connotation that, you would understand another person. My spirit understands your spirit, or the spirit of those that have passed, meaning my energy.
Yeah.
The word spirit is used in so many ways. It's used as in spirit, like a ghost. Right. It's also used in spirited, energetic.
Inside energy.
Yes. And so to me, if somebody says you're spiritual, you have a particular energy that you work with.
Mm-hmm. Now, on the spectrum of spiritual or spirituality, there's just an understanding of my spirit to your spirit, the spirit of all around us, and then it just fades into a set of other rules and definitions that people follow. Even the New Age spirituality that you mentioned has rules, mm-hmm. and sometimes those rules sneak into a medium's reading. And our premise is we keep that separate. We're not here to tell you about how to go to church, believe in Jesus or Ganesh or any of that, or to go and find out about your chakras. Chakras are a belief system within the umbrella of spirituality. So the premise again of our work, sensory communication, is to get information about you, psychic, memory of the life being lived, that's you, or memories of lives lived, we term as medium, right? But memories are thoughts that are recorded, that's information. And our sensory organs, our communication senses, which are the 5 senses that the brain knows, in addition to the feeling sense, your emotion, that's how we pick this information up. So very much the information functionality is one side, and the belief system, how you frame your expression, is on the other side.
So if your religion or your spirituality, I'm going to use both sides of that, tell you that you can't do something. So an example might be, Connie, that someone says, well, I have to wait 3 months after my loved one has passed before I can connect with them, because I was told that they're not ready, that they're going through some kind of review or schooling or something to that effect. That is very much a belief system.
Right.
If you think of energy not in a belief kind of way, not in a spiritual sense, you just think of the physical energy, the nature, the human energy, the biofield.
Yes.
You just think about that as the energy, that when the physical body leaves, the energetic body would remain.
It still expresses its consciousness, right?
Yes, it becomes consciousness.
Yes.
more than anything.
Yes, and that's what we touch in with. So
Yes.
whether it's here in the body or aside, in a realm of energy, information is still being exchanged.
Exactly. And, you know, that with that being said, in our understanding, there is no time period that you would have to wait.
Right, it's instant, it's instantaneous, and that's the
Right.
quantum physics part of the nature of energy. It's here and there. In
Yes.
fact, it's here and there,
Yeah.
according to quantum physics entanglement
Yes.
theory. So, and we follow the same sort of things, and we've had experiences of those that tell us those things. We've had reading, people come in, book a reading weeks in advance, come in for the reading. Susan actually had this, and I am aware of it because I schedule. And the loved one of that client just passed that day, and she still came for the
It's right
reading.
there.
And the
The
loved
energy of the
one
woman was there.
was
The
right
energy,
there.
Right.
And conversations ensued. It was wonderful, but it wasn't planned that way. The woman booked weeks in advance. But that's the nature of our consciousness is here and there at the same time, and that's where we go and get the info.
Right.
So.
And so if you have a thought that, you know, we're questioned all the time
Mm-hmm.
about where we receive our information from, because people have the thought that this has to do with their religious belief, that it has to do with, you know, we're quoted Bible verses and all of that. It's like, well, that's great. If you believe in that and that makes you happy, joyful, if that brings peace into your life, great. I have my faith. That is not my work.
Right, exactly. And that's the point that we're
right.
trying to
I
say.
mean, we're both professional people, and so in this work, and so I don't really know of too many other professions other than clergy members that bring their religion into their work.
Right.
I don't know about attorneys that stand in front of the judge and pray to the judge. It doesn't make sense to me.
Right. Exactly.
So if you
Good
think
analogy.
about that as there is ESP in your DNA,
Yeah.
you just naturally attune to that energy, and it has nothing, in our understanding, it has nothing to do with religion. You can say it if you believe in God and that kind of thing. You can say, sure, it is from God. If you believe you're a being of God, then why would God not give us that energy?
Right. As part of the universal
Right.
Power of it.
Right.
Omnipotent.
Yes.
Of it.
You know, and so you can place it in that belief system. So we're not here to change anybody's mind on
Right.
religion or faith. We're not here to break any of your rules, but we would like everybody to understand that our faith or our religion is here and our work as mediums are here, and the two do not intersect.
Correct.
So
Okay.
with that being said, we're going to be talking about stuck souls.
Yeah.
Stuck souls, tragic events, that kind of thing in our next video. So I'm Sue Fiondak.
I'm Connie Wade. We're at the Purple Door in Rochester, New York. You could check us out on our website, purpledoorsoulsource.com. Has a listing of our classes, services, energy healings, all good stuff.
Yeah, Zoom. We do, or you know, Zoom parties, and
Zoom parties,
events, and you can plan your own little private party.
Yep, in the
Through
safety of
Zoom.
your own home.
Safety, socially distant.
Yes.
So thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye now.